Okay, 11.2. We got to look at our number line again. Okay, we talked about the number line on Friday, but we want to look at our number line again. Okay, with 0 right in the middle. Okay, and obviously on a number line, 0 could be anywhere you want to make it. But I want to talk about what we said on Friday. As we move to the left from 0, the numbers get smaller. Okay, so if we have -5 right here, and then -10, -15, -20, -25, -30, -35, -40. Okay. Well, -40 on our number line here, that would be the smallest number of the group. Okay, so if I'm comparing -40 to -20, okay, well, here is -40 and here is -20. -20 is closer to 0 than -40 is. So therefore, -20 has to be larger than -40. They're both negatives, and we think of 40 being larger than 20, but it's not when we're talking about negatives. It's just the opposite when you're talking about negatives. Okay? The larger the digits are on a negative number, the smaller it is. Okay? So the larger the digits are on a negative integer, the smaller the integer is. Okay, so if we were comparing then, let's say we were comparing -40 to -80. Okay, if you're comparing -40 to -80, which is going to be the larger number? -40. So therefore, in our problem right there, we would put the greater than sign. Okay? When comparing a positive and a negative integer, the positive integer is always larger than a negative integer and 0. Okay, so a positive integer is always larger than a negative integer or 0. Doesn't matter what it is. So, if I had -1 versus 1, okay, well, -1 is smaller, so we'd put the is less than in the blank. If I had -10,250 versus 1, 1 is still greater. Okay, so a positive is always larger than a negative. Okay, any questions on that one? Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at 8, -3, 11, and -7. Okay, I want you to put those in order from least to greatest. Okay, I'll give you about 30 seconds here. Put those in order from least to greatest. Remember, least to greatest means your smallest number to your largest number. And remember what we just said, a positive is always larger than a negative. Okay, Isaiah, what did you come up with? Yes, -7, -3, 8, and 11. Okay? Now, let's look at this one. 9, -6, 17, and 0. Now, remember, the book is going to put the little positive sign by the number. You don't have to do that. Okay, they're just doing that in these first few sections to let you remember that if it doesn't have a number, that it is always going to be positive. Raise your hand when you have an answer. Noah? Yes. -6, 0, 9, 17. Okay? Now, let's look at comparing. Let's see here. See if I can find one that might stump you. Let's go with this. Let's compare these two numbers. -92 and -102. -92 and -102. Remember, the further left of 0, the further the number is from 0, the smaller it becomes. Okay? So, let's remember our signs. Okay, this is less than. Remember, it points to the left. That's why it's is less than. And then we have is greater than. Okay? Like I think it was my second grade teacher would always tell me, the alligator's mouth always goes to the larger number. Okay, I never really did see the alligator, but, we've talked about that before, and I drew my little stupid alligator out there, and that's why I'm not an art teacher. Now, what goes in the blank? Which sign? Is less than or is greater than? Staley. You don't say that with a lot of confidence. Yes, it is greater than. It is greater than, so we're going to put the greater than sign in the blank. Okay? Remember, less than sign points to the left, the point being the little point right there. Okay? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn around to your partner, and I want y'all to do number 28. Okay? You and your partner do 28. Okay, first group that has the correct answer, we're going to give you some extra credit points on this homework. Okay? You got about 2 minutes. You got to have all the answers. You're only going to get one shot at it. Okay, number 28, page 275. No, you're right, weren't you? Yeah, it's 277. My bad. 277. 28 on page 277. You got 2 minutes. So you got to list them in order, least to greatest, and then you got to answer the 2 other questions. Get your partner's help, because your partner and you, I may call on you, I may call on your partner. First group to have it, raise your hand when you think you have all 3 answers. Table up at the top, the one with the animals on it. Yeah, the one with the animals on it. That's what the table is. You have to write, what's it say? Order the distance. Order the distance in the table. All right, so far we got Noah's group is first. Then I got Jonah's group. Keep going, even if those 2 have it. Keep going, because they may get one of them wrong. Okay, Destiny's group, then Joy's group, then Staley's group, Michael's group. Then we have Maya's group. All right. Going to go with Noah's group first. First of all, I need the numbers in order. Okay? So what would that be? Let's see here. Which one am I going to call on? I'm going to call on Emma. Emma, what would the numbers be in order?
Like saying the name?
No, I just want the numbers.
Okay. The minus 30.
Yep.
And then minus 25.
Yep.
Minus 20.
Yep.
And then minus 10.
Mhm.
And then plus 3.
Right.
And then plus 25.
All right, good. Now, I need to know the largest one, Noah.
Goal with plus 25.
Okay, goal with positive 25. And what would be the smallest?
Card with negative 30.
That is correct. All right, so you 2 will get a little extra credit on this homework when we grade it tomorrow. All right? So you have to be fast. You have to be quick, but you also have to get the correct answer. Now I'm going to give you another one. Okay? Hang on here. Let me look at the one I'm going to give you. All right. Number 30. Okay, number 30. Several different answers again. I'm going to allow extra credit for each answer. So if one group will not answer all 3 of them or 2 of them. Okay, so I'm going to go to different groups. So make sure you have it all of them answered. Get help from your partner if you don't know how to do it. When you have the answers, confer with your partner to make sure.